Hello everyone, this is Mr. Alan D1, and for the Doom community, this is Alondo1. And in this special video presentation, we honor the 25th anniversary of the game we all know and love, Doom. That's right, Doom is 25 years old. Wow. Seriously, it's amazing how long this game has been loved, and I feel continue to be loved for many more years to come. So, in this special video presentation to honor one of the most incredible and most influential games of all time, I'm going to be actually breaking down the lore of Doom, and also going to be showing the evolution of our noble hero, the Doom Space Marine, Doomguy, the Doom Slayer, whatever you want to call him, he is the hero of the day. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it, folks. We're going to start off with our noble hero, the one, the only, Doom Space Marine, Doomguy, the Doom Slayer, whatever you want to call him, he is the ultimate hero in FPS gaming. Now the clips I'm about to show you show Doomguy's evolution throughout the entire Doom franchise, starting from the original Doom, Doom 1, and Doom 2, moving through Quake 3 Arena, and also showing a little bit of Quake Champions, and then, of course, moving into Doom 3, which, believe it or not, is not the same Doomguy from Doom 1 and 2, and even Quake 3 Arena, and even in Doom 4 and 5. The Doom 3 Space Marine is actually a different Marine, along with the other Marines that you play in the expansion packs. Doom 3 is really just playing from another perspective of the original Doom story. That's generally it. So, I'm also going to be showcasing Doomguy and his Doom 2016 iteration, and also showing Doomguy in his newest iteration, the Doom Eternal version of him. So, sit back and relax and enjoy the little slideshow. While you guys are watching the slideshow, I just want to tell you guys about my overall experience playing Doom and really getting to know our noble hero, Doomguy. Now, when I was introduced to Doom, I was around 5 years old, and it was a game that really had blown me away. I mean, my father worked for a company that distributed arcade games, and when I used to play those games, they were pretty good, but when I saw Doom, it was like, holy cow, this thing is amazing. While getting acquainted with Doom, I started to understand a little bit more about the player, the main character. Doomguy, especially when you look at the main box cover art, that image right there, although being one of the most well-known box cover art for video games, that piece of artwork right there really says a lot. Not about what the game is, but it really is inspirational on what Doomguy represents as a character. And while growing up, I was bullied a lot, I got picked on in school very often, and I felt like I couldn't really stand up for myself, and I felt really low, and I beat myself up a lot of the time. But when I played through Doom and understanding what Doomguy really represented, Doomguy, on that main box cover art, that message is saying never give up, and never give in to the negative things in your life. And I have to admit, it's a very strong message. And that's why Doom is a game that has been so special to me for 25 years, So, when id Software designed Doomguy, I know initially it was just going to be a plain old avatar, But he has become more than just a vehicle for the player to drive around the Doom level, Doomguy has pretty much been that simply designed hero that says a lot without even uttering a word. Now it's time to talk about the lore of Doom. Of course, not many people care about the story that much, but it does have a story, and I'm going to try and compress it as best as I can for all of you. In Doom 1, of course, that's when Doomguy is sent to Phobos, along with a squad of Marines, to investigate a troubling situation. But of course before that he was sent off to Mars as punishment for assaulting his commanding officer for disobeying orders. But there's a good reason why Doomguy disobeyed them, because the orders was to fire upon innocent civilians who are unarmed. I wouldn't be firing upon unarmed civilians, regardless of what anyone tells me. Even if you offered me $1 billion, I still would not be shooting unarmed civilians. I could tell you that. But anyway, moving on. So Doomguy is sent to Phobos with a squad of Marines after they receive a distress call, and Doomguy is ordered to hold a position and secure the perimeter of the hangar while everyone else goes into the rest of the facilities on Phobos to handle the situation. Well, it turns out the squad doesn't have much luck with that, and they all get slaughtered. So it's up to Doomguy to save the day. So he goes into the Phobos facilities, takes care of business, then makes his way to Deimos, which initially vanished from Mars' orbit after the Gateway project went AWOL. So he makes his way to Deimos, fights through semi-subverted facilities, and makes his way to fight the dreaded Cyber Demon. So after he defeats the Cyber Demon, he finds his way to Hell, and then battles his way through distorted places that Hell has to offer. Then makes his way to the city of Dis to fight the dreaded Spider Mastermind, defeats her, and then finds a portal that leads back to Earth. After Doomguy returns to Earth, everything seems alright at first. And then he sees in the distance a city burning. He realizes now that, yep, Hell followed him, and now Hell has ravaged Earth and causing all sorts of chaos and destruction and death. So, as the badass that he is, he locks and loads and returns to the fray, battling his way through UAC facilities, industrial zones, cities, suburbs, you name it, and then eventually making his way back to Hell to fight the demons once again. There, he sees the dreaded Icon of Sin, a massive demon that he has never seen before. And then, when he fights this thing to the very end, firing 3 rockets straight into its exposed brain, the creature being defeated, its thrashing limbs devastating untold miles of Hell's surface. The hellish invasion had ended. Doomguy had saved the day. Humanity was able to escape the nightmare for those who were fortunate enough to have survived. However, Doomguy is still stuck in Hell. During the battle of Doomguy versus the Icon of Sin, there was a spectator watching this epic battle. The Betrayer, a former Knight Sentinel who pretty much screwed up big time. The Betrayer sought the help of Doomguy and went up to him and said, "Yo, I gotta know if you'll kill the fuse. Take my Predator suit. This will help you in battle with those demons." Doomguy acquires the Predator suit and then goes to town on every single demonic son of a gun there is. Then one day, the demons set a trap for Doomguy at a blood temple. They lured him there. As soon as Doomguy got in there, Colonel Akbar came out and said, "It's a trap!" And then the entire place came down on Doomguy, knocking him out. The demons captured Doomguy, and they take his armor, his wallet, and draw dick pics on his helmet. The demons then throw him into sarcophagus, forever to be lost to time. But then one day, Dr. Samuel Hayden, along with some other UAC personnel, take an expedition, a little trip to Hell itself, and then come across that sarcophagus. So Dr. Samuel Hayden, along with the other UAC people, bring sarcophagus back to Mars with them to do further analysis. They realize, oh my god, this dude is a pretty badass warrior. After the UAC realizes who they just recovered, Dr. Hayden was thinking, I'm gonna keep this dude on hand because just in case if things go AWOL with the operation that we're doing right now, at least I have a fail-safe mechanism. Which was a smart idea because he knew that Olivia Pierce was crazy. As they say, bitches be crazy. And that is exactly what happened. Dr. Olivia Pierce unleashed a massive Lazarus wave that pretty much turned everybody in the UAC facilities into zombified monstrosities, in which where Doom 4 begins when you start a new game. So Doomguy wakes up, battles his way through the first section, acquires his armor, pretty much flips off Dr. Samuel Hayden, and then proceeds onward. He then realizes that, I can't seem to catch a break here. And I am pissed. I am done with this crap, man. I am done. Any demon or knucklehead that gets in my way, I'm just gonna rip and tear them a new one. So pretty much Doomguy battles his way through all the Mars installments and goes back to Hell and then back to reality and back to Hell again. The usual stuff that we've seen throughout the Doom franchise. Until he finds the Crucible, which is a special artifact that Dr. Hayden is most certainly interested in. So Doomguy eventually catches up to Olivia Pierce, and during their final face-off, she is turned into
the Spider Mastermind version 2.0. After Doomguy successfully triumphs over the dreaded Spider Mastermind, he takes his BFG 9000, shoves it right in her face, and just like Ash from Evil Dead, swallow this. The Spider Mastermind took a mouthful, and then Doomguy is teleported back to Mars to talk with Dr. Hayden. As Doomguy had expected throughout his entire adventure, that Dr. Hayden would screw him over in some way. And that's exactly what happened. Dr. Hayden takes the crucible from Doomguy, passes it off as a demonic dildo, and then teleports Doomguy somewhere else. And that's where we left off, Doomguy being teleported to some undisclosed location. But I'm quite sure we're about to find out in Doom 5. And with that, stay tuned.
So that's pretty much it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this little video presentation, and certainly as a fan of the game for so long, it has been one of the most influential games, not only just in the gaming industry, but certainly has been one of the most influential games to a fan like me, and I'm quite sure it's been an influential game to a whole bunch of you out there as well. So I just want to give a special thanks to id Software, both old and new, for creating such an amazing game. A game that really has defined not just the first-person shooter genre, but really has given people a whole new perspective of how a game should be set up, how a game should play, how a game should feel. But nevertheless, Doom has been a smash hit, both in the old days, when it came out in 1993, and when its new iteration came out in 2016. Doom came back roaring with the same energy, the same awesomeness that it did many years ago. And of course, we're all very pumped for Doom Eternal, which I believe will be released in 2019. So, can't wait to play that. But most of all, I want to thank all of you, the entire Doom community, for keeping this game alive for as long as it has. It's gone through many ports and so many different iterations, and it certainly has given people the opportunity to create and be passionate about what they do, and even give them a stepping stone to get into the gaming industry. So, with that being said, folks, happy birthday to you, Doom, and keep being the most epic, awesome self that you can be. So that is it, folks. If you're watching this during the day, I wish all of you a good day. If you're watching this during the evening, I wish all of you a good evening. And I thank all of you so much for watching. And if you loved this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button for more Doom-related content. And this is Mr. Allen D1 signing off, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Take care.